The budget office included his budget line by line in the national budget, presented it to the federal government for FEC approval. It was approved at the FEC level, and it was taken to the House of Representatives and the House of the Senate. And those joint committee screened the budget. Joint committee of the budget, finance appropriation committee of the House of Rep, appropriation committee of the Senate, both screened, and eventually it was approved, and then the president assented to it. And then you want me to believe that that agency is fictitious and is operating without approval. And yet, when that letter, the first letter was written by the office of the SGF in October 2025, police were not deployed immediately. The first arrest, they arrested him for 7 days, and then they left him. He went back to the same office. They subsequently arrested him for 11 days, and he went back to the same office. And then now you want me to believe that certainly the man is impersonating. I believe his story that said what had played out here, like we hear, happens in government. Even the book about President Buhari also reveals some of such underhand dealing. That the appropriation, the takeoff grant for the office was properly not shared. What is happening here is that sharing formula, as agreed previously, did not actually, materialize. And so they decided to throw the man under the bus. And I would not blame the man for fighting back, because you don't just sit down and destroy a man's reputation because, sharing formula, you didn't agree on sharing formula. The story by the federal government falls flat on its face, legally speaking. And that's why, if Nigerians do not follow this story through, certainly they would somehow just fizzle away. And another thing I must say here, the chief of staff to the president must also step aside so that a thorough investigation can be conducted into this allegation, because there are devices, there are telephones. Let the telephones of all of those involved be scrutinized forensically so that we'll be able to get to the root of this matter. You can't sit there in the office. The chief of staff to the president is seated in his office, and the man had mentioned his name, and then you still expect him to act as a judge in his own matter. Certainly, the man won't get justice.
All right. Liberals, beyond the prosecution, I mean, we've seen the police, charge him to court. That hearing is coming up on the 27th of July. Specifically, what do you expect? Because, I mean, he seems to be somebody that is very bold, and he looks like he's going to defend himself in court.
You see, Femi Falana is somebody I know and I respect. I do not think that Femi Falana will be taking on this matter if he had not conducted preliminary investigation and hearing on the matter. As a space-saving measure, that is why the police is hurriedly charging. What is the police charging for? Have they conducted preliminary investigation? How many people have they talked with? Nigerians are asking questions. How did this man get office at the federal secretariat? There are so many agencies that are looking for office at the federal secretariat. But how did he get office? Also, how did the man open account in the CBN? If the man was operating from his house and he was operating private bank accounts, then you can truly say that in real sense that they probably forged documents. But in this case, the man is operating from the federal government agency. He's also operating from federal government bank, the central bank.
Right.
So for us to get to the root, I will repeat again, there's need for Gajabiamila to step aside.